I made a video I did not upload where I make the claim that it's my hatred that makes me behave the way that I do, and that there's nothing wrong with it. It's righteous indignation. I'm going to show you how I get threatened by racist white people who are ignorant, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, not even that. But anyway, before I run out of time here, let's start here. Look at this ridiculous thing this guy says. You know, he basically goes on to say, oh, and you're a hypocrite, you are an American moron sitting in a recent car. If you want credibility, you should record your shit naked, your shit sitting naked on top of the Everest. Obviously, you know, that's a gay thing to say, and my video wouldn't be allowed to be put on. You know, it'll be taken off quickly for nudity and violating YouTube's terms of service. They go on to say, people get crazy and stupid. How this crazy guy got 42 likes. It is moral, intellectual, and civilizational decline. People go back to barbarian times. Okay, so notice, you know, how he's implying that I'm crazy, that my viewers are crazy. Let me go on, and this dumbass, after I refute the hell out of this guy, I say, crazy guy, blah, blah, blah. I said, you're crazy for saying that. Did you know in Florida they have over 70,000 sex offenders alone in their own colony for pedophiles? That is twice as many sex offenders in Florida as all the members of ISIS together, according to the CIA number. But Turkey would later on come out and say 200,000 members. But you get the point. There's way more. You know, that's Florida alone. You know, if you add up the sex offenders in America, it's well over 200,000. And then I give a link to prove, you know, my statement. Unlike this moron who's just overgeneralizing and not even using stereotypes and just dumb altogether. And we go on, this guy says, I think he did the 42 likes. He seems to have many accounts. He is the one replying in favor of this crap in here. To set the record straight, I do have about 10 accounts, but I'm only active on one of them. If you go to any of them, you know, you'll see that quite clearly. I don't respond to this account, the Sid Jackson account, with Sid Jackson. I respond to it with Mech Look. And what do I say in response to this dumbass? You're a dumbass for what you think, so let me guess. I did the 1,300 views too. Why don't all my videos have 42 likes? You're a stupid white boy, and the reason I hate America, your sheepish logic is pathetic. Now let's go up to here. What happened? Now I have 47 views. I wonder, do I have 47 fucking accounts? No. So I have about 6 times as many likes as dislikes, which means what I believe is socially normative among my viewers, which obviously I do not screen out, or I wouldn't get dickheads such as this guy and this guy. So, and obviously there's no way to screen them. So we go on. My latest video, I talk about ancient Egypt. Remember, my Illuminati part 1 starts off with saying, whites long ago used to go to Egypt to learn. I go on to say how they stole the knowledge and how they're trying to claim it for themselves. Now, you know, claim Egypt for themselves, trying to claim the ancient black African pharaohs when the Nile flows from deep within Africa, you know, Uganda and Ethiopia, white and blue Nile, flows up, you know, from south to north into Egypt. Their own creation myths places them in Africa. Their own depictions, on and on, you know. And I'm about to get that in a second. This guy, remember, this is a recent video now. Notice he has 7 thumbs up. He says, all the shit you have been saying on your channel, I suggest you watch your back very carefully, cunt. Now, and he has this is, remember, this is posted yesterday. Today's the 19th. Okay, it was the 18th when I posted that. And this guy posted 6 hours ago and already has 7 thumbs up. So if you think about the implied conspiracy against me, obviously there's people out to get me. Obviously they're out to get me because everything I say is true, down to the first video that I ever made, Illuminati Part 1. Now, if you want proof of that, we go to this video. This is from DNA Tribes. Harvard and Stanford and Princeton and Oxford and all these colleges have cited DNA Tribes. The New York Times, many scientific journals have cited DNA Tribes. Now let's see what they have to say about it.
Armana mummies were performed using their autosomal STR profiles based on 8 tested loci. Results are summarized in Table 1 and illustrated in Figure 1. Maps for individual Armana mummies are included in Figures 2 through 8 in the appendix. Discussion. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty in a moment. Average MLI scores in Table 1 indicate the STR profiles of the Armana mummies would be most frequent in present-day populations of several African regions, including the Southern African average, MLI 326.94, African Great Lakes States average MLI 323.76, and tropical West Africa average MLI 83.74 regions. These regional matches do not necessarily indicate an exclusive African ancestry for the Armana Pharaohs family. However, results indicate these ancient individuals inherited some alleles that today are more frequent in populations of Africa than in other parts of the world, such as D18S51 equal 19 and D21S11 equal 34. Okay, so let's go through that first part again. The average scores indicate the STR profiles of Armana mummies would be most frequent in present-day populations of several African regions, including Southern African, African Great Lakes, and tropical West African. Let's take a closer look at it. MLI for world region. And let's go all the way over here to King Tut. Here he is, King Tut. Southern African, 1,519.03. African Great Lakes, 1,328.01. Tropical West African, 314. Now I realize that many of you may watch this video and you're not quite sure what you're looking at. I fully understand that. You have not studied the science of DNA, and this doesn't really mean a lot to you and you don't quite get it. I'm going to break this down for a layperson where you would have to actually hire somebody to help you misunderstand what you're looking at.
Alright, so basically in my videos I've claimed that the ancient Egyptians were black and they became more mixed as they went on. We all know that this is the Armana Pharaohs. This is fucking what? The Middle Kingdom? This is way afterwards. You know, we're talking 18th dynasty here. You know, we're talking around the time of the 18th, 19th, 20th dynasties. Of course these motherfuckers were slightly mixed, and of course as time went on, we all know that, you know, later on the different, you know, peoples would come in, you know, the Babylonians, the Greeks, the Romans, and finally with the Arabs, you know, and even the British and